tourist woman allegedly sets fire to businesses in Puerto Rico. Why? Content creator, that Dinesh guy, gives background to the arsonist suspect. Watch.
A few days ago at Bar Marea, this woman was repeatedly kicked out for being drunk and hostile with the staff there. Now, the police did come, but as you can see, they're laughing along with her and didn't really charge her with anything or do anything about it. And later on that night, she burnt down the bar.
Y mira, ahí está la intención de que sí, yo pensé que salió cogiendo rápido. Echó el líquido, que es la gasolina, y mira, porque para que prenda así, de una, eso es gasolina obligado. Mírala por ahí, mírala ahí. Mírala con el tanque de gasolina. Ella...
And you can see her walking with a can of gas.
No, estás hablando sola.
Four other businesses and a hotel were affected by this fire. There is a GoFundMe for Bar Marea and for the gift shop Artesanía Juavia.
This is among the ugliest situations. An out-of-control tourist who gets away with doing this. Nobody said, what does it take to put the handcuffs on a white blonde woman in another country carrying fuel and setting fires? Just asking, okay? According to the San Juan Daily Star, residents and business owners in Cabo, Rojo, El Combate tourist sector have urged law enforcement to apprehend a female tourist suspected of arson attacks on several local establishments. The woman, identified as Danielle Bertothy from Missouri, has allegedly left the island, prompting demands for action from the Puerto Rico Police Bureau and the Attorney General's office of the Mayagüez Judicial District. Can somebody reach out to the 320 friends that was on the bottom of that little and say, do you know where Danielle is? She kind of started some fires down here. She burnt down the establishment. Security footage from a restaurant captured Bertothy arguing with other patrons and assaulting a waitress. No arrest. The El Combate businesses impacted by the fires include Marinera, Bar Marea, and Artesanía Juavia. Do you know I took 6 years of Spanish? Didn't listen to lick, and you're supposed to be repetition. And so this is why I'm butchering it. The bottom line, though, is she burnt these establishments. An arsonist, Karen. She really could have gone under the Karen umbrella. In a statement, locals expressed their disappointment that Bertothy had not been arrested despite multiple interventions by the Cabo Rojo Municipal Police. They claimed that this allowed her to return and set fire to the bar Marea and several other structures. Witnesses reported that she then went to sleep. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Don't set me some fires. Good night. Sleep at her accommodation, disappeared the next day, leaving no one to bear responsibility for the damages. San Juan Daily Star with the details. Community members took to social media to identify Bertothy, discovering she works for an event coordination agency. Prior to the arson incidents, Bertothy reportedly entered a restaurant, ordered alcoholic drinks, and proceeded to argue with both diners and staff. When asked to leave, she became increasingly aggressive, assaulted an employee, leading to the involvement of the municipal police. However, instead of arresting her for the offense, officers merely escorted Bertothy to her accommodation without addressing the harm she had caused at a restaurant. So apparently when a white blonde woman crosses the border the other way, they take their privilege with them. The privilege goes right over the border with them. Dinesh would go on to update that the woman was suspended from her job. That part after her employer, HLK Agency, posted a statement about the accusations. In their statement, they wrote, "We were shocked to learn about the events in Puerto Rico. We have not yet been contacted by law enforcement in either Puerto Rico or Missouri, but we are ready to cooperate in their investigation if asked. After learning about this on Friday afternoon, we chose to immediately place the employee on suspension pending further information We are outraged by this senseless act and hope the authorities can address it in a timely fashion. Well, the timeliness would have come in when she was just striking the match and they escorted her back to her hotel or maybe Airbnb. I don't know. That's when the timeliness comes in. Jackson, what are the odds that she's going to face additional consequences besides suspension from her job in Missouri?
I think that all depends on how hard the municipality in Puerto Rico pushes for this. I mean, first and foremost, do you understand how completely out of your mind you have to be to do something like this anywhere? Like I didn't get my way, so I'm gonna light this establishment on fire, and that'll show them. Like you're an idiot. Like you are an idiot to do something like this. And also, like time and time again, we see examples of people who clearly have never gotten their ass whooped before,
Thank you.
or
Never
have
faced a consequence.
never faced any real consequences for getting out of line with people. You know, like it's just like how do you make it to adulthood with this in you? You know, like there's like I'm back here in St. Louis now. Like there's certain things I know. Like I mean, I'm a big dude. But I'm just one dude. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do certain things wrong, I'm gonna get shot up. I'm gonna get jumped. More likely shot up because I'm here in Missouri and everybody got guns here. But you know, you just kind of go about your life and certain things happen to you to where you're like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do that, no matter how tough you think you are. Only if you've never had to face that do you do something like this. And then to do it, you know, well, I mean, technically Puerto Rico's a part of America, but it's also another country. So like you go to another country, I'm just gonna set this thing on fire.
Yeah.
Like she's crazy. She needs to be in prison for real because there's no telling what else she'll do. And if she gets away with this, next thing you know, man, whoever's dating her, you better watch out.
You better watch your back.
You better watch out for real.
Okay. A volatile, destructive, dangerous. This is a dangerous woman. Okay.
She is.
Okay. She cannot comport herself, and I don't hear anything about alcohol. Okay.
Right.
People are having a good time. I don't see a bunch of people setting fires, but you did, Karen. Okay. You did. And I think you're right about never facing any consequences. That white suit of protection has done as intended. It's protected her like a bulletproof vest. It kept her out of trouble because I don't believe this is a one-off. Ain't no way.
No. You don't start with write nasty messages and then just go to burning stuff down. No, she done slashed some tires and ruined some paint on cars. She done did all types of stuff and got away with it.
Yeah, so this was probably a little tourist section. And that's the only reason I can think that the municipality, the police said, you know what, we're not going to make a big deal about this. But I'm guessing that, and that's still no excuse. You'd have to go. People could have died because of this perpetrator.
For real.